Alexa Bliss just potentially dropped what could be a very early return teaser, so we'll see what's going on there. We'll also check out what's going on with Bianca Belair, Damage CTRL, and much more. Starting things off with Damage CTRL and the latest update there. So just a few weeks back, we saw Dakota Kai betray Bayley's trust and realign herself with Damage CTRL. And everyone basically had no problem with that angle because it made sense and seemed perfectly reasonable to do. Well, the March 4th edition of Raw cleared up that situation even more and really revealed why they decided to put Dakota Kai back with Damage CTRL. Reason being that Dakota Kai is taking the role of now being the new main mouthpiece of the group. This role was obviously always held for Bayley. She handled all the major talking and conversations for the group when she was leading them. But once Bayley was exiled from the group, that left a big gaping hole of Damage CTRL, having no main mouthpiece to handle all their talking matters. So it looks like this will be Dakota's main role after rejoining the group. Dakota will not necessarily be taking over the overall leadership role per se, at least not yet, but for the time being, she's the mouthpiece for the group, and she'll be speaking on behalf of all of them for all major interactions. And we saw the first real example of that on the March 4th edition of Raw. Adam Pearce stopped Damage CTRL and questioned them on what they were doing on Raw. And it was Dakota Kai who handled all the talking to get them to smoothly enter Raw. And then later on in the night, it was Dakota Kai who announced the details about Asuka and Kairi's next upcoming tag team title defenses. So that appears to be Dakota Kai's new role, and it's great to see because for a while there, everyone was concerned about what Dakota's role would be and if she'll get lost in the shuffle. You had Io with the women's title, Kabuki Warriors with the tag team titles, Bayley turning babyface, so where would that leave Dakota Kai? Would there be any room left for her? And we now know the answer is yes. Dakota Kai has stepped into the main mouthpiece and leadership role for the group. But you do gotta wonder if this run of everything being smooth for Damage CTRL will be short-lived after all. Because what if Bayley does find a way to overcome all odds and dethrone Io Sky of the WWE Women's title at WrestleMania 40? What would happen to Damage CTRL after that? Would everything still be as smooth as it is right now? Or will conflict pop up within the group? Would a leadership and power struggle arise between Dakota Kai and Io Sky? That definitely seems possible due to what they're giving us right now. When Dakota Kai was faking her friendship with Bayley for those few weeks, everyone looked at Io Sky as being the unquestioned new leader of Damage CTRL. But now with Dakota Kai heading back to the group and taking over as the main mouthpiece, we're right back to questioning and asking about who's the one true leader of Damage CTRL? Is it Io Sky or is it Dakota Kai? It really seems like a power struggle will stem there from that situation. So it's something to keep an eye on. Will this power continue to grow within Dakota Kai until she goes mad as well and thinks she's the true leader of the group? There could be a lot that leads towards the ultimate downfall of Damage CTRL. Let's get back into some fan theories regarding Bayley's newly found help against Damage CTRL. So one of the most popular theories right now is that Bayley will find someone or bring in someone to help her take on her former faction. And we previously talked about how all of Bayley's close friends are either unavailable, injured, or signed with other promotions. So what if instead of going this old friend route, what if Bayley decided to call up a former rival of hers to help instead? Maybe she can convince someone to help her with a common enemy of Damage CTRL. Basically similar to what we've been seeing between Cody and Seth. They originally didn't like each other, but eventually grew into a partnership because of such a common big enemy like the Bloodline. So similar idea here. What if Bayley found someone that she had bad history with, but maybe would help her fight off this common foe together? Well, one of those potential names that fans are throwing around and into the theory hat is Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss has not stepped foot inside a WWE ring since January 2023. She disappeared due to creative reasons, and then announced her pregnancy. So it's been a long time, but prior to her 2023 disappearance, Alexa Bliss spent the back half months of 2022 feuding against Damage CTRL, even losing the tag team titles to Damage CTRL after a historically short title reign of only 5 days. And we also can't forget that Alexa and Bayley had their own back and forth battles over the years as well. So if anyone fits the category of a big return that's not on the best terms with Bayley, but has the common enemy of Damage CTRL, Alexa Bliss is a pretty good candidate for something like that. Not only do you have those fan theories of Alexa's return, but Alexa herself recently took to Instagram to potentially tease another sign about an upcoming return. Alexa's jacket artist, Elizabeth Verity, took to her Instagram story to reveal that they're working on a new jacket for Alexa Bliss. They noted that the new jacket was something huge and how it'll be coming soon. For the teaser they posted, you can see some of Alexa's WWE logos and colors plastered all over the jacket. Alexa Bliss even reposted the teaser on her own Instagram story as well. All of Alexa's recent WWE entrance jackets have come from this artist, and Alexa even wears some of them out casually as well. But the fact that this new one the artist is currently working on is heavily themed with Alexa's WWE character and logos, it has everyone thinking that what the jacket the artist is working on right now has a higher chance of turning out to be the jacket that Alexa wears during her return run, rather than just a casual jacket. So that's something to potentially get hyped about. Considering the discontinued story with Lily, Uncle Howdy, and Bray Wyatt, Alexa Bliss could return with a blank canvas to once again reinvent herself and try something new. Bianca Belair recently spoke with Gorilla Position regarding the topic of Mercedes Moné, and Bianca had a lot of great words to say. Quote, "I've had this conversation with her. I don't know what she wants and what she wants to do. I just want what's best for her and what she wants to do with her. I'm no one to tell someone what they should do. I will say that we created some magic in the ring at WrestleMania 37. I think there was so much more magic to be made, not only with us inside the ring, but with me being champion at the time and the tag team champions. I saw so much representation that was on the verge of happening, so much greatness that was going to happen. The fact that it was all halted at that point, I would love for it to pick up one day and take off. We didn't even touch the tip of the iceberg with what could have been done." End quote. Mercedes Moné will be making her AEW debut March 13th, so Bianca may have to wait a few more years to potentially pick things back up with her, but it's something that Bianca Belair wants to revisit. They got off to a hot start with their WrestleMania 37 match together, and Bianca Belair feels like there was just so much more magic to get into there. So hopefully they get the chance to keep that going one day. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.